The sun is rising over the northwest this morning, and now more than ever it is clear that the unprecedented global copper demand means the possibility of a new dawn for this powerhouse of a region. North Queensland's copper supply chain is critical, not just to our region but the entire nation. We are 5 minutes to midnight on keeping this supply chain intact, with the Mount Isa copper smelter and Townsville copper refinery at risk of imminent closure. We are talking about the only copper processing facilities in the country that accepts third-party materials, making them a national strategic asset. Emerging copper mines across the northwest can power and sustain those processing assets, but they need time to scale. Without immediate intervention, we risk losing more than infrastructure. We risk losing a generational opportunity. We can get the policy settings right, protect our processing infrastructure, and help new mines get up and running. Or we can give up on our potential. We can let these assets close, let the miners walk away, and lose our place as a key player in the 21st century copper rush.
In particular, the Cloncurry Shire is responsible for probably a few thousand jobs directly with FIFO work coming into our shire, and then indirectly with the processing, the port handling, rail jobs. So every job in Cloncurry is probably worth 3 or 4 jobs in Townsville.
If you're an emerging copper miner, not the big end of town, the tier 2, tier 3, you would much rather feed into a smelter that's in the vicinity. And because of the resource, we're sitting on a huge resource in the northwest.
We've got Little Eva sitting there with enormous capacity. It's a monster of a mine and works very heavily on volume. This is a really good news story for the government if they stand up and are proactive in this space, is that they can deliver this wealth-creating beast, $740 billion of base metals that has a great future.
We've got a very sizable exploration package that goes with this tenement package. Based on our initial estimates of 55 to 60,000 tonnes of copper produced from this project, we estimate that would be between 25 and 35% of the feed into the smelter. The one challenge that the world has is electrification and decarbonisation is a key aspect of what humanity is trying to achieve, and therefore we do need to mine more copper to achieve those outcomes. Otherwise, the impact of climate change and the effects that we want to achieve, we won't be able to deliver that.
We understand that smelter is pivotal to not only Mount Isa, but the broader Northwest Minerals province, with some of these copper mines coming online down the track, like the Eva Copper Project.
We see a lot of potential in the district. I mean, there's the ore body at Ernest Henry itself, where we're still continuing to explore, continuing to look, continuing to try and extend beyond the 2040 that we've got now and see all kinds of potential in that. But even beyond that, the potential we see in the district, we've picked up over the last few months, we've picked up more tenement packages immediately in the area to do further exploration, because we see the potential. But guaranteed there will be something.
The story is actually a positive one. There's more copper on the ground. The infrastructure is there. As we protect the assets like smelter and refinery, the ecosystem is actually set up to grow.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got the essentials, right? We've got, as you said, we've got a lot of the infrastructure in place to support, further operations. We've got the know-how, like just having that critical mass in Mount Isa with the smelter in operation. There's a lot of technical know-how, a lot of technical support that gets lent to the mines in the area that's based out of Mount Isa.
Copper is absolutely king. In the 21st century arms race for critical minerals, copper is the most important mineral. We want to keep mining, we want to keep processing right here in Townsville and in Mount Isa.